Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Bug Out with another Bug Out adventure. I recently uploaded a video on Sam Houston National Forest. I hope y'all get a chance to watch that. If you don't, go back and check it out. Please remember to leave a comment and stuff. I do reply to your comments and everything, but so anyway, to get to the point, this morning I was at a truck stop. Of course, y'all know I'm nomadic and everything. I am gainfully employed and highly educated. I just graduated with my second master's degree. This one was in criminal justice. But I want y'all to know that while I was at the truck stop this morning, I overheard the manager talking. They're out of paper products at a major national truck stop. And I was eavesdropping, of course. You know, sometimes you get some really good information. And I've noticed at several places that they're out of chicken and paper products. Now, what that means, I mean, you know, you can speculate all you want on that, but what the manager of the truck stop was saying is that all their supplies are in port or off the coast there, wherever they drop them off at, and ship them out throughout the country because they're not being allowed into the United States. So I'm guessing their paper products, such as this, is the only type of cups that they had, and lids, come from overseas somewhere. And so it got me to thinking. We're kind of going back to pre-pandemic shortages on certain things. I noticed that a couple other prepper channels had posted, you know, empty shelves in some stores and things like that. Well, I've noticed in convenience stores, truck stops, and small mom and pop stores, they have very limited amount of supplies that they're able to order. Say they have to have, you know, 6,000 units, and each unit is one cup that they're allowed to order because of the supply and the demand issue that's going on with these things. And I thought, well, you know, that's kind of, it's like we're having a deja vu all over again. But I feel that this 2.0 is going to be a tad bit stricter, and the one after that, because they're not done, and y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyhow, it's just something to think about, to be aware of what's going on. Although most people are viewing their situation and their environment with rose-colored glasses, I suggest y'all take those off and look at it for what it really is. We know that these things don't stop anything. It's a false sense of security, especially if they're worn for more than, say, 20, 30 minutes to an hour at a time. They need to be technically changed out often, extremely often. The other thing is, you know, making sure that you keep your hands washed and clean. Now, I've got several clients that have had their, you know, boom, right there in the arm thing going on, and some of them have had adverse effects, and some of them just flying colors, no issues at all. Some of them have gotten twitches where they can't stop twitching. muscle spasm, severe muscle cramping constantly. Their sleep patterns have been disturbed. So just be aware that although things appear to be progressing in a manner that takes us back to pre-2019, and I say pre-2019, that is a fallacy. So just what I'm trying to tell y'all is just be aware. Continue to prep. Continue to do the things that you need to do. Remember to keep some cash on hand. And figure out where your weaknesses are at. For me, one of my weaknesses, and it's pretty much 99% of everybody else, is monetary. At this point, it hasn't, totally collapsed to the point where it's no good, but it is getting a tad bit harder. I mean, put it like that, harder to come across. I'm sitting here at a laundromat in a little town doing some laundry, and I go and I see that there are hiring signs everywhere. So I'll stop and put in an application, even though I'm overqualified. I'll put in applications, and won't ever get a call back. Whether I want the job or not, I won't get a call back. So I'm not sure what exactly is going on with that. They say that people are not working, but everywhere that I go, I see people working, and I also see hiring signs. So I'm that's just something. Leave a comment on what might be behind that. I don't believe that it's behind the stimulus, because the stimulus is gone for a lot of people, especially those that were already lower income. That money's gone, regardless of what they spend it on. It's gone. Some of the more affluent who receive their stimulus, they might be sitting on it, because they're already affluent. They didn't need the money. There's a lot of places too that I've noticed that are empty as far as housing is concerned. And so there's really not a housing shortage or a shelter, a apartment shortage or anything like that. There's construction going on in the states that I've been to on apartments and homes. I see that still. Even with all the wood and all the lumber and all the supplies to build those things sitting on site, they're still working those. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about it. What I have noticed also in my nomadic travels is that I'm still seeing people and families, a lot of families in travel trailers, campers, camp spots. Yes, I know it's summertime and people are doing that, but you can pretty much, after you've been out here for a while, you can tell who is camping and who is actually living in that environment. And it's quite a few. Another thing I've noticed is that, yes, groceries have gone up quite a bit, especially if you're paying cash for them, such as myself. I went from being able to get a gallon of milk, a loaf of bread, some sandwich meat, some cheese, and a bag of chips, and maybe some cookies, something sweet like that, for about less than $20, sometimes less than $15, depending on where I shopped. Well, now it's that same amount of food is costing me anywhere from $25 to $36, depending on where I shop at. It's the same size, the same everything. keep an eye out when you go to the store on the volume of the product that you're buying. That has gone down drastically. No longer can you get, a good size thing of coffee. I mean, you can still get it like a Folgers, like that's big, for like $10, $12, something like that. But most everything else, the package has shrank. The product inside the package is less, but you're still paying the same price. That's that hyperinflation. Suggestion: shop on clearance food items if you can. That's just one of those things that I have noticed. Most people are not wearing masks anymore. There are a few, of course. I was given this one that I had to wear this because I went to see a friend of mine who was very sick, and it was required to visit them, which was fine with me. I did not mind doing that because I would have probably, regardless of anything else, would have had that mask on because of their illness and all, to protect them from me because of their compromised immune system. But anything else, I'm still not complying. So anyway, people, just be aware. The propaganda is, oh my gosh, it's like particles of dewdrops in the air. It's everywhere. Guard your mind. Guard your mind. Watch what you intake as far as information is concerned, because things have not changed. They want you to believe that they've changed, but they have not changed. So anyway, this is Bug Out on another Bug Out adventure. My entire life is an adventure, actually. But anyhow, I will check y'all later. And if I come across anything substantial or anything a little bit different, I'll let y'all know. But right now, that's what I'm seeing. I do know, this is one thing I do know, that landscapers are making a killing right now. For whatever reason, they're making a killing. I see landscapers everywhere I go. I don't know what's up with that, besides the grass being mowed, Captain Obvious here. But just some food for thought, people. I appreciate y'all. I gotta finish doing my laundry. Y'all have a blessed day. Ciao, baby.